Health supplements manufacturer and distributor DXN Holdings made a return to Bursa Malaysia after a 12-year hiatus. Its non-independent executive chairman, Datuk Lim Xiao Jin, said it opened at a 1 cent discount against its initial public offering IPO price of 70 cent, with 12.7 million ringgit shares traded.
So that means 90% of our strength are from overseas. Okay, and for the overseas member to buy the share in Malaysia, it's not that straightforward. It's not that straightforward. So we have to talk to all the security, okay, for them to mobilize the money to Malaysia. That I think will reflected maybe in 1 or 2 weeks up to today. Yeah.
The company has raised 112 million ringgit of IPO proceeds, 80 million of which has been allocated for the repayment of bank borrowings, while 7.9 million ringgit is earmarked for working capital requirements, mainly for the purchase of primary raw materials used to produce finished goods and primary packaging materials. Another 24.1 million ringgit will be utilized to defray fees and expenses for DXN's IPO and its listing on the main market. At 5 p.m, DXN closed at 66.5 cent with 2.1 million shares traded.
Hello, good morning DXN Maghrib Umaga, Super Prabat Kalavanikam dan selamat pagi DXN family. Alright, so thank you so much everyone for tuning into our Facebook live session for today, in which this session is called Reset, Recharge, Regrow with Sunya. But today we have a special session. Okay, I would say this is an exclusive session. Because why? Because we have our special guest coming in, which is our the co-founder of SIF. Okay, so please make sure to stay tuned until the end of the session, because of course I will pass this whole stage to Miss Amy to lead this whole program. But of course, without further to waste your time, okay, I would like to take this opportunity to give you guys a little bit of an update to our current activities, ongoing activities, in which, okay, just to inform everyone that the TSI 2025 is now out, all right? So please make sure to fight for this one, okay? Fight for this coming year, ITSI and NTSI, okay, which is we will be going to 2 destinations, right? So please make sure to fight for this and to start a new year, all right? Those we are talking about 2025, okay? Now let's get back to this year, okay? We want to start a very strong. Starting for this year, okay, we want to start with a full of energy, okay? So what do we have in 2024, right? To start your year right, okay? To give a good kickstart. To those who wants to join this National Camp 2024, please make sure to check out on this current personal sales campaign that we have, right? The qualification is easy, okay? We have several requirements that you need to follow, okay? Please make sure to ensure you guys follow this the qualification, in which it is 600 ppv and 1100 ppv, right? And we also have a self-pay method, okay? So please make sure to head to our Facebook page, okay, if you want to know more, or of course you guys can also contact us at the SNT department. All right, and of course, those we are talking about the National Camp 2024, okay, this coming month, okay. But for this month, we actually have another activity going on, in which I would say also to start your year, right, okay, to fix your routine, okay. The first and foremost, okay, we have the most requested workshop, which is our DSN Marketing Plan workshop that is going to be held this month, okay, on the 28th of January 2024 from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. Where? DSN Cyberville, alright? Okay, jadi siapa yang nak join kita punya DSN Marketing Plan Workshop, inilah masanya, sebab saya tahu ramai yang ada juga request untuk join kita punya DSN Marketing Plan, nak tahu macam mana ada new implementation, apa yang berubah. Okay, betul ke semua buat 300 ppv baru boleh dapat bonus ke? Betul ke ni? Alright, so kalau kata anda masih belum faham kita punya marketing plan, anda nak tahu dengan lebih lanjut, anda nak refresh, okay, anda nak bawa orang kata a new prospect there, okay, you guys can bring everyone here, okay? Everyone is welcome to this workshop. So please make sure to just register, right? And apart from that, okay, another way to kickstart, to get a good kickstart to your routine, not just about this marketing plan, but we want to also take care of ourselves, okay? Take care of our appearance and specifically take care of our skincare and beauty. Alright, so this is a DSN Jaipur workshop in which it is going to be held on this 21st of January on Sunday, okay, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. as well, where it is going to be held. Of course, this is also going to be held at our new home, DSN Cyberville. Alright, so if you guys want to know how to join us, okay, please make sure to those who have already purchased any products from the DSN Jaipur set, okay, we have a cleanser, we have a toner, we have the ampule oil, and many other things, okay. So if you guys have already purchased one of the items out of many of the items, you guys can actually join us also. And or if you haven't purchased, okay, since the launching of this Jaipur, you guys can also join us if you are star agent and above only, alright? But of course, you need to scan this QR code to join us, alright? So, okay, I believe I've already updated a little bit. So, let us welcome, okay, who is it that we are going to welcome? Then none other than our mother of Sunya, Miss Amy. Hello. Amy, how are
Hello.
you?
Good morning. Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Okay. Good morning, Zeti. Good morning, all.
yes,
Namaste.
ramai. Namaste. Ramai juga yang sedang menonton dengan kita. Okay, many of you guys are watching with us, and I believe it appears that we have just done a little bit of an activity before we start this session. Is it right?
Yes.
Miss A?
Okay. Since we are reset, recharge, and regrow program, so now it's already 9:24. So supposed to be we have hand swing exercise, breathe in, breathe out, and etc. But since we don't want our precious guest, special guest, to wait us quite some time, so let us start with
Yes.
9 to 0 only.
But
Okay, for reset
that
ourselves.
is for the pre-exercise, okay, everyone? So I will
Yeah.
pass the stage to Miss Amy and let her lead the space for today.
Okay. Thank you, Zeti. Okay. Good morning, everybody. So, all right. Without hesitation, we will start with 9 to 0. So find your comfortable place to sit. As for me, I will sit on the chair. It's okay to sit on the chair as long as you feel comfortable to do so. So you can sit half lotus or full lotus, whichever you feel comfortable with. And we will do 9 to 0 together. Okay? Ready? Start. Okay, when you're already done, rub your hands and massage. Put it on your face, your cheek, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, your head, and your ears, your neck, and whichever your body that got strain, muscle strain, or pain. You can do it, repeat 3 times. So if you do it daily, what happened to you that we will have a sharper eyes. So like mine, I didn't wear any glasses anymore, thanks to the Sunya and the good product from DSNs. Okay, so as you know, I'll bring a special guest today to you. So make it quite casual because this also become, we just finished our day 10 evening session just now. So that's why we started at 9 p.m. Okay, so might be if you are familiar with this book, Sunya, The Power That Drives DSN. So who's the writer of this book? Okay, it's none other than Dr. Rajesh S. Savera. So we will invite him to come and to share his insight about Sunya, and we have Q&A with him. And I really hope that other people, especially the participants of 21 Days Sunya Therapy Challenge and 21 Days Sunya Meditation Challenge of Philippines, will ask a lots of questions. You will inquire a lots of things that you want to know more, and we will discuss together. Okay, get insight tonight. Okay, all right. Get Dr. Rajesh Savera. Okay, good morning, Dr. Rajesh. Namaste.
Good morning, Amy. Can you hear me clearly?
Very clear. Can you
Very
hear
good.
me as well? Because I
Yes,
didn't.
yes.
Okay, okay, that's good. So where you are right now?
Right now I'm in Cyberville and I'm here for a few days. I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
Oh, great, great. Yeah, I recognize the curtain. We have same curtain then.
Yeah, I think the background of this is the same.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it, isn't that true with all of us also? If you look at it, we all have a very common background when it comes up to the life struggle. And then we all suffer in different ways. But the commonality of all that is the struggle of life. And many people go through it. Many people give up, and many people learn to survive in it. And that's what makes this life's journey so interesting.
Yeah, as usual. So philosophical. So meaning to say, people change not because they can change inside by themselves. It's because of environment, isn't it? Because of situation that they deal with. So that's how we change ourselves, right?
Yeah, because you see, Amy, we are very adaptive beings. We have adapted from the primitive times to modern times. We have been evolved because we are adaptive. We have adapted to nature. We have used our intelligence to find ways to resolve our concerns and problems and just better the life of ours and the generation on next. That's our children. And we have been keeping on doing that. And you see, the beautiful world today is all because we have bettered our basic needs, of food, clothing, and shelter. So we have better food than what our great ancestors had. I mean, in terms of the availability, the easiness, and the comfort with which we can have a food today is with a split of a second. I can get a fast food, right? Which was not the privilege of the my ancestors. Then clothing, you see the variety of clothing we have. No questions about it. And shelter, I think the best shelters are today in the modern times. But is that the only thing human beings are made for? No. We
No.
still are facing problems, and the problems of the mind are the major concern of the 21st century.
Yeah, that's good. So what from your statement, it remind me that what we are in this world, the purpose. Is it just from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., it's in Malaysia? The routine will be just the same cycle daily, and then on night time we go to gym and then come back home and then just, it's keep repeating again and again. So what actually is the purpose of the human living?
Yeah, see, we try to find meaning in everything we do. First, a person who is just barely surviving, meaning has no sense to him, because if he's hungry, he doesn't care from where he gets food and what type the food is, whether it has nutrients or doesn't have nutrients. He just wants to eat because he's hungry. So the basic needs are where the intelligence works. When the intelligence for the basic needs is satisfied by providing that needs, then we go to the second need, that is our emotional need. That means we like to bond with our people. Like if I am hungry, then I will eat myself. That is my basic need. But when I have enough food, I will just call my friends, hey guys, let's drop in. We are going to have a party and all this. I want to share with my close and near and dear friends. That brings me to my emotional intelligence, where I start connecting with people. But there is something more than that also, because you can do that. You can party out every night. You can go out and share with your family and everything. But there is still that missing component, that what is my contribution to existence? What is my major role that I'm going to play? And that exactly keeps us, as we progress in our life, trying to find that meaning of our purpose of life.
A greater purpose, is it?
Yes.
They call
So
it
we
greater
want to
purpose.
search for a greater purpose. Everyone has to, and finds it.
I see. Okay, that's a very good thing. So tell me, I think many of people here, especially from Malaysia, they want to know about you
Yeah.
because you're
Okay.
not so familiar to them, especially the newcomers. because like we we come up with the Sunya 21 day challenge. There many newcomers come, but they excel very very good. So now they are here now, waiting for you and also waiting to ask you this question, and I believe so. So maybe you can share what is your
Something about
contribution,
myself.
what you're
Okay.
up to. Yeah.
So, Amy, I'm actually a professional physician. I have actually passed my Indian system of medicine in 1999. And then I pursued with my first lifestyle clinic, wherein lifestyle medicine was my approach towards the healing. And that's how I sync with DXN philosophy, because that's exactly what we do in DXN. Lifestyle is medicine. If you can get the right lifestyle, you don't need medicine. When lifestyle itself becomes the medicine, and that's DXN. So that was my medical journey, and I still practice. And we in India have a clinic also, wherein two doctors work with us. We call it DXN clinics. We use the same principles of Dr. Lim, of gynotherapy, of natural healing, and non-invasive therapies, supplements, and a lifestyle for treating many diseases. Along with that, I am also a qualified psychotherapist and counselor. That makes me also eligible to talk on the mind, professionally, because that's what my journey. 20 years back, I started my journey of exploring the mind, and then I find my teacher. As it is said, I mean, that when the student is ready, you get your teacher. So I got my teacher in Dr. Lim. And that's how the journey of Sunya began, because while I was finding the problems, Doctor gave me a solution. Dr. Lim gave me a solution. He said, yeah, all this is fine. But, like we have in DXN, you might have the names of disease. You can have cancer, diabetes, hypertension, blah, 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 blah. And then what do you give them? RGGL. You give them spirulina. You give them noni. These are the things. And then mental disease, people are going through depression, people are going through stress, people have low self-esteem, all those things, anger issues, low motivation, all those things. What is the prescription? Practice Shunya. Because when the mind is still, everything is possible. When the mind is not still, everything even possible becomes impossible. And that's how the journey began. And then, I was very much keen in understanding my teacher's life, and had a chance to write 3 books. The first one was My Journey with DXN. That was Dr. Lim's authorized biography. I continued with Shunya, The Power That Drives DXN. And very recently, we launched another book based on the very ancient sutra that doctor had been reading all his life, called the Diamond Sutra. So the book is called DXN, The Network of Diamonds. So I finished writing 3 books. I also look into the factory management in India. There are, as you know, 6 factories in India of DXN. We have a huge network in India. India is one of the most populous countries, and opportunities for people around the world through DXN is amazing in India. So India is the best place to build your network. Population is not an issue here, so consumption is not ever going to be an issue, and the market is just growing. And we have just doubled last year. We started with X as our monthly sales. This year we have already become 2X. So you can see the growth is phenomenal. And I somewhere give credit to Shunya, because Shunya has given a kind of an image to DXN, that we are an honest and a loyal company. We believe that everything we do is transparent. Everything we share is just to better people's lives. Yes,
Talking about that, I think this year, recently, DXN India got, achievements in the MLM Network Marketing Awards, isn't it? So
yes.
It's a proof what you mentioned just now. It's the number 1 in India.
Yes, so we are number 1 direct selling manufacturing company award was given to us by one of the leading organizations. So yes, people are recognizing us. Also, you can see the numbers are growing up. The business is growing up. We are doubling up. So things are good, very, very good in India. And I think wherever things are good with people, and India has all the people, So if DXN is so well accepted by people in India, that means It's a people's business, and hence it's a business for the world.
Okay, talking about meditation, I understood that you're a meditation practitioner before Sunya. So, how you encounter Sunya, your first encounter with Sunya, and what makes you choose Sunya among others that you already practiced before? Maybe you can share to us the difference, because I know many of people here, they are also yoga practitioner. You know, they practicing pranayama, breathing, everything, and they think that Sunya is too simple, and they don't think too much to carry it on. Maybe you, as a person, well experienced person in this thing, I think more than 20 years, I believe so. So maybe you can share your real experience about this.
Yeah, so nice question, because yes, my journey into meditation started long time back, and I experimented with different types of meditation techniques. And when I realized they were all techniques, and when there is a technique, there is always going to be an effort. There is going to be a system which we have to do, work for it. And then it was more to do with imagination, with doing this. Like for example, the you just said pranayama. Pranayama was considered like to breathe in and control your breath, and then breathe out, and then everything was doing. And then suddenly you meet Dr. Lim, and I'm discussing all this, and he gives me another
Natural.
perspective. He says, non-doing. He thinks
Not doing,
doing nothing.
it's natural.
He said, when you're not doing, does the breathing happen? I said, yes, of course. Then why are you doing it? Let it happen. Most of
Actually,
the things
yeah.
in our life, they happen. What you need to do is you need to be the observer. You need to see that whether my breath is going in and out. When you become the observer, when you start seeing things, it starts with breath, because breath is the most nearest possible cyclical event that happens every minute with you. And that is one thing, when you learn to observe, because many a times our mind wanders off and we never see our breath. But during this practice, we cultivate the habit of looking at breath. But along with the breath, you know that Dr. Lim says the body and the mind are connected at the breath. So when you look into the breath, you're actually peeping into the mind and the body also. So when you actually strike that calmness or peace in the practice of Shunya, you have actually brought in yoga, the union of the body and the mind. And when the body and the mind have come together, the separation is gone. You realize that there is no two, there is no body separate from the mind, and there is no mind separate from the body. Whatever you're going to do to the body is basically what you're doing to the mind. Whatever you're doing to the mind, you're doing to the body. This realization is good enough for people to realize that they don't need to struggle in life. Let life flow. They just need to navigate through life. Okay, you don't need to, because there is a jungle and there is a road in the jungle. You have to just go along it. That's it. But if you say, no, I'm going to break down trees and carve my own road, it's going to be too tiresome, too long a journey. Maybe you'll never reach the destination. So effort
Meaning
and
follow the flow.
effortless. Yeah.
Effortless. Okay, okay. That's a good thing about that. You're talking about the pranayama, just as breathing exercise just now. During our 21 day, on day 10, which is today, day 9 also we already experienced it. Day 8 also, the participants already experienced the reverse counting, that the embryo breathing happened, which is the prolong from from one number to another number counting. So this is considered natural pranayama, isn't it? Because they don't have to, they don't put effort to control the breathing, but it's happening actually like that is the things that we observe, and they also like, wow, what happened actually? But then again, they realize that they don't cling to it, and they just do it again and again. So I think this is the good thing about Sunya. It's all about natural thing. Maybe it looks simple, but it's so majestic.
It is not simple, Amy. Don't tell me it is simple.
I know. For them, it's simple, but actually not
It
simple.
looks
I
it
understood.
looks easy, but simplicity is not easy to practice.
I understand, and I agree. Now we consider that Wow, reverse counting actually quite challenging.
I'll give you an example. When a child
Yeah.
or a person is going who doesn't know swimming, you put him in the water, he just comes up like gasping for air because he's not struck the balance of breathing out and living in. Okay, so when somebody is not in meditative practice, he always has very fast breathing. When he's counting, he can finish the numbers fast and everything. That's okay because that's how you have entered into the water, and now you're going to learn to breathe. But what happens is when he learns to practice, he knows how to navigate within the water. He can go deep, come out, take a nice breath, go down again. You'll realize your breathing exactly follows that pattern. And then in this sea of life, we know how to live without struggling. This is the beauty of the practice of Shunya. It will make you great swimmers in this sea of life.
So meaning that what you say is just we just follow the flow,
Yes.
follow what universe already create for us. Meaning that we don't have to plan our life. How? So some people
No,
have this kind of thought,
it's not that. See, when you say plan a life, plan means you already envisioned the path, but path cannot be envisioned before. You can have the destination set, but the path is more to do with the now. What you're going to encounter at the very moment, you need to act accordingly. It cannot be a plan to act on a situation which has not yet happened. You cannot do that. But yes, destination can be set, and then the plan of action is only done through action. There's no other way. You need to act, depending on the situation, circumstances, find the easiest and the possible ways to flow through it, navigate through it. And then you see that is how life becomes a flow, not a forced way to reach your destination.
Wow, that's good. Meaning that we can just see the end result first.
Yeah,
Then
set your
the
goals.
strategy will
Yeah,
comes later.
yeah.
Yeah, then
Set
the
your
strategy will
goals.
comes later.
Yeah,
Yeah, set
and
the goals, then the strategy
then
will come
just
later.
go. Then just go. Like Dr. Lim, he did 30 years back. He said, "One world, one market." I think the neighbor around him who was sitting would have thought he's gone crazy. Doesn't even have his company set up anywhere, and he's already fantasizing one world, one market. But that was not fantasy. That was goal setting. He had already set the goal. But after that, he did not have a plan. If you ask him what was the plan, no plans, just action. Pure 30 years of action has led DXN to become one of the most leading and most fastest growing direct selling company in the world.
Okay, that's very good. Reminder to all of us. Okay, for your information, Dr. Rajesh Savera is the right hand of our dearest Zen master, Acharya Nagajiva. Is the nickname of him, and then also the company of
Don't call me right hand. I'm a little finger. He is multifaceted.
Actually, he got lots of right hand.
So he's a man with multiple hands. Yeah.
Okay, so before we go further, we will talk about this book, and then let us have a break first, and we watch some video teaser for you. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So let's have some drink first. Zeti? Zeti, where are you? Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so it's very good. You see, everybody, now we already have 3 books, right? So this is the second book, and then this is the third book. So maybe you can share to us what it's all about and why you come up with this book and what its benefits to others. Is it just because of meditation or is something to do with regrow, you know, regrow or personal development, personal growth? So yes, so that people will grab this book as soon as possible if it's in the market.
Yeah, so this is a fantastic book because it is based on the world's first book called the Diamond Sutra that was ever published or printed in the world's first book, maybe 2,000 years ago. And the original copy of that book was found in China somewhere, and then it was right now it's in the London Museum. So this book, also known in Sanskrit as Pragya Paramita Sutra, Vajrachedika Pragya Paramita Sutra, this is the book that will lead you to prosperity by taking away all your concepts that actually lead you into suffering and then taking you into all these ideas and beliefs that nothing is possible and will embark you on the journey where everything will that you think will seem to be possible. There are a lot of elements in this book that will let you know that how important is to lead a virtuous life, how important is to not have concepts to drive your decisions, how you have to see things as it is, not hold ideas and beliefs to drive decisions. So a lot of things that are there in this book. It's a book that is, you can say, the secret to personal development, and then automatically prosperity is what is the outcome from this book. And what else to endorse, who else to endorse this book than Dr. Lim himself, who has been reading this book over the years, last almost like 30 odd years. He has been reading it, 30, 40 years, even before DXN. So yes, definitely a very, very powerful book. And I was able to connect the books, the 2000-year-old book, the sutra verses of that, with the manifestation of DXN as a company. So I've actually related both. So, like for example,
Realize
we
it.
have the concept of PV and SV. I mean, we have
Yes,
every
yes, yes,
product
yes.
having a PV and an SV. So
Yeah.
point value and a sales value.
Sounds
So very
familiar.
few people know where does this idea come from. Okay, the idea comes from our own lives. When we do something good or we do some act, we get two
Yeah.
rewards. One is the celestial merit that is transactional, in some form. But on the other side, we also get the supreme merit, the goodness that we accumulate over a period of time, so that in future things become easy. Like for example, if I'm a seller and I'm selling good products, the first time I give you good products, you give me, that is transactional. But for when the second time a customer comes to repeat to you is because you have cultivated supreme merit. Here you did not have to market anything, he just comes and takes it. Because you have already cultivated the supreme merit. So it triggers the whole cycle of celestial and supreme merits. And you will see a lot of
Wow.
amazing things in the book that will cover
Yes,
up
yes,
all the
yes.
topics of DXN.
So it's a must read book, a manual book for the SM member, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you really want to become as prosperous and successful as one of the top great leaders of DXN and make a fortune for yourself, this book is going to be your lamp. The genie outcoming lamp of Aladdin, you can say, where you will read it and you'll see the genie coming out and your mind asking you every day,
Wow.
yes, please tell me, master, what do you want? Your mind will become like that.
Okay, I found out that during our anniversary, grand anniversary in Cyberville last year. So the first batch who got this book were our CAs, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so might be you. What is their reaction after they finish read it or they started to read it? That they share to you that they changed their mindset or mentality about what we're carrying now. Sunya, might be you can
So
share to us.
I know one Crown Ambassador, Fatime Ghani, who is a reader also, a trainer also, and he loves to read. So when he got the book in his hand, he actually sent me a message. He also did a whole training module on the book, and he said that this is one
Wow.
of the he said this is one of the most important personal development books that he has read, and it relates to him because it validates his journey in the DXN to become a Crown Ambassador. So it gives more meaning to the journey of life for those who have achieved it. And for those who are on the path to achieve it, it will make sure that the life will become more meaningful and the actions will be driven by not planned decisions, but by situational, on the spot decisions that you'll have to take in life.
I see. That's a very good thing to hear about that. And I also realized that a couple of Crown Ambassador from Philippines also joined the Sunya that you conducted recently, Before this, I rarely see them. So is it because of the books also? I think you know who I'm mentioning because
Yeah.
I,
So
I saw their picture.
yeah, so when I went to Philippines, you see, many a times we take decisions and we do things based on what we believe, what we know. But when you get somebody who can show you another perspective to you, clean up the slate so that there is something new that can be written on the minds, I think that gives an opportunity for change for people. So whatever changes happen, because maybe I was able to show them the other side of the concept of Shunya. Shunya has actually nothing in it but can encompass everything. It's just the container wherein you become the content. And so if people realize this, they will surely appreciate the efforts that we are putting in, the efforts that Dr. Lim is putting in to make sure that Shunya is a part of DXN, and DXN basically is a part of Shunya.
Okay, that's very good thing. Okay, now I want to open a
Yeah.
chance
So
to
we have another
our
5, 10
member of the
minutes. Yeah.
floor. You can ask question to Dr. Rajesh Savera. If not, I will take over all the questions tonight. Okay, I don't have problem. I can meet him in these 2 days, but you don't
Yeah.
have time, so you need to use this time wisely. Please ask questions. Yeah, we got people from Philippines also watching this thing, and then you also can ask him whatever that you feel that is not clear about Sunya practice or about the self-realization and so forth. Okay? Okay, please. We will choose from your comments. I've met the two of personally, Miss Emmy Malaysia and Dr. Savera Diamonds Gathering in Manila. Wow, thanks for the opportunity. This is not coincidence, So, can you explain? If we talk about there's no coincidence, this is also a very good things for people to know.
Yeah, because you see, in a perfect world where the sun and the moon and the stars and everything revolve in perfect physical, following the laws of physics, I think we as physical beings, we should understand that every connection is not an accident. It's an incidence that coexisted before, and that
Incident.
is, yeah. So that coincidence is nothing but a perfect connection that was supposed to happen. Yes, it depends on how long you keep that connection by engaging with it. And that's what we talk about yoga is union. When you get an opportunity, how do you unite? Now we've got the opportunity of the body and the mind through the practice of Shunya. If we can unite that, that's level 1 of yoga. Then with that union, you go and unite with the society. That's second level of yoga. Along with the society and everybody, you unite with the supreme. That's your third level of yoga.
Okay, so remember that yoga is not like twisting your body, being a gymnastic here and there. It's more than that. The principle of it is union between mind and body. Okay, so between it's our breathing, so reflecting to our soul, isn't it? So okay, nothing is coincidence. It's connection. Yeah, it's connection. It's incidents. Yeah. Okay. So Fernandez. All right. More. I think they love to learn from you. We rarely to see the question today. They are like, oh, see Dr. Rajesh in person. Okay.
Okay, we can take a few more questions, if any, because
They're
it's
supposed
almost
to have the
10.
questions. Yes, because just now I saw also Dr. Jana inside.
Yeah, there are many people now practicing. Shunya has taken shape thanks to you. That you're taking so much effort to spread it in Malaysia. There are people like Dr. Jana, Manjunath, Avnish,
Yes.
and many more. I can say Vinay, and I don't know so many. We have Fabiola in Mexico,
Yeah.
Nancy, Latin America. They all are
Tina.
putting so much effort, and now I think Mark in Philippines is really geared up. So I think Tina, she's doing a great job. Her
Great job.
sister, the whole family. I think you realize that the only way of learning is by teaching. When you know something, if you want to understand the meaning of that, what you have learned, is go and teach. Because during teaching, you'll see and realize the meaning of it. So become teachers of Shunya, whatever level you are. Maybe you're practicing red belt, do it so intensely and go on teaching so intensely that you learn from it. Even today, in the morning, me and Dr. Lim were discussing, we were learning about red belt. Can you imagine? Even today, we were learning so many things about red belt.
Okay. So meaning that to qualified ones to teach others, they need to have some endorsement, isn't it? So that's where our RBC, OBC, YBC, and Greenbelt is coming. Is come up with this kind of things. So there's also some group. What is your opinion? They learn this Sunya, they find out that wow, this is like multi-million idea to come up with, so they can charge people. Nowadays they come up like that, it's normal. So and then they try to rebrand it, and let's say they focus to one religions, and they change it into that that name, because we know this is ancient practice that also I believe Rumi also connected to it, because it sounds similar.
Yeah.
So they make it like that, and they charge people, and they overclaim that this is their Mahaguru, then you need to be aligned under their organization. So what is your comment about this?
No, you should not charge in teachings which are not yours. It is somebody else's teaching. You should see when you go to a hotel. The owner of the hotel charges you through its people, but you cannot charge. You are serving there. You just serve. That's your job. And the real IP belongs to some great ancient teachers of India, China, and we need. We are not going to give them any royalty, and it belongs to them, the IP. But yet, it's a duty because they have given it as a free source to us. We should keep it as a free source to and share it with as many people as we can.
Care. Listen that, okay? We cannot charge people based on the Sunya teaching or practice, unless you want to charge for the kimono, for the foods is okay, because you also need to think, to have the right view also. Sometimes you cannot be like a donkey. People say no
So
charge you.
you see, celestial transactions can be done, but
So,
when it comes up to supreme transactions, I think teaching is a supreme transaction, and there is no, you can say celestial thing involved in it, no material involved in it. Keep it supreme so that we achieve the supreme state. We get the merits of a good teacher, and blessings are what we see from people when they are grateful and happy when their lives are changed. Because to change somebody's life is the greatest miracle that one can do. And so become those magicians, become those masters where you actually can transform people's life. It's like Buddha said that you should be your own light. Okay, so when you are the lamp, when you're lit, then you should be able to light others, so that they are lit and they go on lighting others, so every burning lamp can, light a million other lamps in its lifetime.
okay, Dr. Rajesh, I want to ask you this question. It seems that past 3 years or 4 years is that time and now is so different, so much different. People can see it. People can see it. So I want to ask you personally, what Sunya have done to you in terms of
Oh,
your life, your personal growth, your everything.
I mean, you have seen me, the day one you have seen me when I was in India. I was at the factory, a little, excited, super energetic guy who wanted, super curious about everything, climbing up the rock, the Vulture's Peak that we have, the factory, sitting there and everybody taking picture and all those things. But today, if you look at me, I think the whole thing is the distorted mind has become a focused mind. The blurred mind has become a more clear mind. The wandering mind has become a more stable mind. And so a lot of things happen when you have a mind which is under your control rather than you are under the mind control. So before that, before Shunya, it was my mind that was wandering and trying to seek answers. Now it's me who is actually guiding the mind. Means when I say me, is the awareness that says, "Hey, don't worry, just settle down, relax. Things are going to fall in place. As soon as they come in your sphere where you can act upon, act. Till that time, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just watch. Don't go like a crazy bull because somebody shows you a red flag. Just race it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't become a matador, a bull. So that's what I have become. I don't get easily distracted with red flags, and I don't go with my horns out charging at the people who are showing me those red flags. I stay and keep my cool, colorblind.
I think that's due to your practice as a
Yeah.
psychotherapist as well. So you know how to deal with this kind of question. Like I mentioned just now, the situation that built us. So it's a kind of process, So we don't judge people like, oh, past time that person like that, and now or in the future that person will become like that also. So this is a good thing about Sunya. We practice non-differentiation, isn't it? So we don't
Absolutely.
practice judgmental things to people. This is a very, very good thing that I find it out. And then what you said is true. Might be before this, we are easily distracted and feel disturbed, because maybe our nature becomes so transparent, and we think that, oh, we did a very good thing, so people must do the good things to us back. So this is like, that's what Dr. Slim said. See, give things without craving back the same thing. Yeah, expectation. So you're right. Expectation leads to suffering. So this is a very good words. When we feel it ourselves. Oh yeah. So this is why we cling to it so much, and it causes suffering too much. So after we practice serial practice of the Sunya, we find out that yes, actually awareness is the key. When the awareness level, consciousness level is higher, whatever we see, actually, we know that it's a perception in our mind. Like Dr. Lim said, the world is the perception inside our mind. How we see it, actually, it's we, the one who see it. It's not actually be like that. You understand? So this is a true concept that people just can understand it when they walk through it. If not, they
Absolutely.
cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, I really appreciate what you all are doing, the 21-day challenge. You need to get the mind some challenges because mind likes challenges, and what you all are doing is right. Challenge it to still down is the greatest challenge that you can give to your mind. And 21 days, and today is 10th day. So I really want to congratulate all of you all who are practicing, and thank you for inviting me as a guest on the 10th day. Maybe I'll join
Tomorrow
you
morning,
again.
you must be there. Tomorrow morning,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
must be there.
Okay,
Then
tomorrow
you can
morning, what
see
time it is? I'll be there. I will join you all.
5 a.m.
I'll be there.
So, okay, I tell you first what is the difference between our 21 days, because that's why we call it Sunya therapy. We don't call it Sunya meditation because it's not about meditation itself. It's from the hand swinging, the breath in, breath out, and the stretching. They will learn that all the things God empower them, strengthening them. They know why we do it, meaning that we do with awareness. Some people, they just do it because we have testimonial. I think later I will show also in the testimonial group of our, Sunya. If he mentioned for 2 years, she followed the, somewhere in India, group, Sunya meditation daily. But after entering our session, just one night, he's sweating like mad. And then she said she never feel like this before. And then we know, oh, it's about energy as well. So, okay, then after that, she decided, okay, it's okay. She gave a break on her group first because she want to experience what's more. And maybe she want to bring it to the group. Then this is a very good thing, you know. And then we have a lot of testimonial. I think tomorrow also you can feel it, what we're doing. And I always remind them why we did 2 times daily before. 5 a.m. is not easy for people, you know, because they not wake up at 5 a.m. They will wake up around 3:30, 4 a.m. in the morning. And they need to take cold shower. That's for sure in Malaysia, yeah. So cold shower, it will strengthen the nerve. So they said it's true. This is ancient practice. They feel that the bodies become stronger, and at day 3, they don't need alarm clock anymore. They can, you know, automatically wake up around 4, around 3:30, and they can do lots of things. Actually, it's among the aim, our major reason why we did this, because we want to build our new muscle memory. Because we know, I think you also mentioned before in your session, online session, Dr. Lim's got 25 years old, you know, attitude, courage, power, stamina, not like us, because he already started the things since 10 years old. So just imagine these 21 days just to build the new muscle memory. And of course, they cannot stop there because we just started the things. They need to keep continue it and see what happened to them. Because like you mentioned, discipline, with discipline, it will give more success, right? A pure success is discipline. To get the discipline, it's a habit that we must do. Because when we got the new muscle memory, it will save a lot of our energy, you know. It become auto. Wake up without alarm clock, without hustle, effortlessly. Compared to we need to set the alarm and then wake up, oh, it's still not right, our body still need rest. So this is the thing that they felt, yeah, they need it. Because they said 2024, they want to wake up early in the morning, but they don't know how. So when we do together, it's a togetherness. They find out it's easy to do it. So I hope tomorrow you will come and join us so that the energy level will be much bigger. Okay, the last question for me before we start our meditation together. As a practitioner, okay, at Zen IU clinic, so whenever people do Sunya at your place, what you support the nutrition with the DSM product or your own products or herbs, etc. Because this is among the question they ask, okay? When they've already become intense in the practice, they find out that, of course, they lack of appetite, but the body still need super nutrients things. So how you consult this kind of Sunyati or Sunya practitioner to be sustainable in their practice?
You see, Amy, when somebody understands Shunya and starts trusting you, okay, because he can experience peace within, he understands what rationale we are using. At such a point, we realize that it is time for them to also change their lifestyle, because otherwise they will go back into the same lifestyle and trouble the minds in the same way, and the body also. So we give them the journey of all DXN products, from supplements that range from RGGL, spirulina, noni, roselle, and all those things. Along with that, we tell them the lifestyle of drinking a healthy coffee, then having good, showers with good soaps, then doing your oil massages. We have hair oils in India. We have food grade, supplements that can be taken as food. We change the salt, everything to do with lifestyle. So then they realize DXN is not only supplement selling company. It's a lifestyle company.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle company, and that's what the journey is. We change their minds, we change their lifestyle, and then they experience their true self, and they live happily. That's the
So,
journey of.
what is the product that you see got significant effects on the mind support?
Oh, of course, Ganoderma plays a primary role because if you know,
Ah,
Ganoderma is also known as the food of the gods. It's the
yes, yes,
spiritual
yes.
food, so it's got its significance. No wonder it is a primary product. It's a product that represents DXN. Hence, the journey begins definitely with Ganoderma.
I see. That's a very good thing. So, did you also advise them to take mega dosage?
Yeah, of course. Depending on the situation, depending on their capacity to buy, we definitely advise them to go on mega doses, at least for a certain period of time. Even if they are not in an illness as a part of detox program, they should go on mega dosage.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's just read a comments here. They actually gave testimonial on the Sunya.
Okay. So I think, yeah, so we can read that later. I think it's almost 1 hour and 5 minutes that I'm here. So
Okay, just
I will
take
see
some.
you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Huh?
5 a.m. Yep. Don't worry. I'll send you the link later. Okay.
Yeah,
So
please.
let
So
us.
thank you so much again for inviting. It was a pleasure talking to you all and see you again very soon.
Okay. All right.
Bye
So
bye.
see you very soon. Okay. Bye. Thank you, Dr. Raja Savera. Okay, all right. So our dearest Dr. Rajesh Savera just now, so he need to go to sleep to rest earlier because he want to join us. So what's it about join us? Might be can show our poster. So tomorrow is considered day 11, 21 days Sunya Terapi Challenge. What is the, it's about 5 a.m. morning session Malaysia time, Kuala Lumpur time. And you are all welcome to join and feel the vibration, the energy level is different and feel the emptiness. So that is the things that I can make sure that when you join, they can start to feel the emptiness. What is the emptiness? Sunya is emptiness. So maybe you don't understand what is the emptiness mean, but you can feel it, experience it during our session. So the emptiness is for peace and prosperity. So hopefully to see you tomorrow about that. And okay, maybe before we close, we do 29 to 0 first, and we will finish that later, then have a very good sleep, okay? Okay, find your own place. Or let's just have meeting. Okay. All right. Okay, let us do 29 to 0. You can do with half open eyes or closed eyes. We can start now. Okay. Done. Okay. Our Dr. Rajesh Savera is very, very busy. He's got meeting now for information. Okay. But don't worry, he will answer your questions in the chat of our FB comments later. Or you want me to answer also can. Alright. So Zati? Oh yeah, answer for Dr. Rajesh asked me to answer for him. Okay. May I know the question just now? I think it's from Tamayanti Arumugam. There's a questions from the members of the floor in our FB. Hi Dr. Rajesh, by doing Sunya, how it's help in heal people from sickness? Okay. So Sunya and gynotherapy is the same. We believe that our health problem, is caused because of toxins and imbalance. So whenever you become negative thinking, you have anger, negative emotions, it will create toxins inside your body also. If there's a lots of research that confirm this, okay, it's not only come from food, it can be on your emotion as well. So please watch about this thing. And when you do Sunya, you are like make peace with yourself. You see, like mine just now, might be some of you aware. There's a tears coming from my eyes. It's a detox process of the heatiness of my liver, and my water circulation also might be not good. Now I also feel thirsty. So just imagine by doing Sunya, actually it's a connection between mind and body, because we know that mind and body cannot be separated. What happened to our mind happened to our body. What happened to our body also happened to our mind. So that's why you see people that got gastrointestinal problem, gastritis, they will have emotion problem as well. They feel migraine, they feel headache, a lot of, because it's connected. We have the vagus nerves that connected to our brain nerve. Yeah, so that is how it's happened. That's why when people do Sunya, you can see their mental health first via 9 to 0 reverse counting. If they don't have problem, meaning they're okay. But if that person cannot count smoothly 9 to 0 and they always miss counting, it means that they got severe depression. So when they got severe depression, you already know they have something to do with stomach problem as well. So whenever they do Sunya regularly, to observe the mind, actually they observe themselves. They try to communicate with body, because our body actually, whenever our body want to tell us what is the problem, it will appear on the skin, will appear in our, what kind of the uncomfortable thing that happen in ourselves, but we don't understand it. We thought that is only a symptom, only a sign, only a symptom, but actually it's not only a symptom, it's also the language that they want to communicate with us. Come on, see, this is got problem. So let's say skin problem is due to kidney problem. So this is the things. This is for example. So when you do Sunya regularly, what happened to our body? It will increase the oxygen level in our body. So when we oxygen ourselves with, the good breathing technique and a good food as well, which is alkaline, so our body pH will be balanced, by itself. So there's a lot of research saying that meditation will help the body to cure faster. And in Sunya, we have pre-Sunya exercise, which is the hand swinging exercise. Did you know that we also have a documentary showing that one neurosurgeon that been diagnosed to have what we call that cancer, the tumor in the gastrointestinal. So what happened? It's a 5 centimeter tumor, but he, as a surgeon himself, knowing that It's a major surgery that will happen to him if he want to commit for the surgery. So he know it will damage many things after the post surgery. So he reluctant to undergo the process, the procedure. So luckily, so there's no coincidence, he encountered one Qigong master, and the Qigong master taught him to do the hand swinging. Okay, so he did the hand swinging mega dosage, which is 1,000 to 2,000 times daily, and with vegetarian diet food within 3 months. Okay, daily practice, 3 months. He went to screen his condition. The 5 centimeter tumor already vanished. So there's nothing left. And recently, we have testimonial from our Sunya Council members, which is Madam Saranya, yeah. Her mother also got tumor, and he took our product, TSN products, okay, religiously, and just did hand swinging 100 times. And she get advice from Dr. Lims that increase the hand swinging exercise to 1,000 times daily. You know what happened? Within 1 week of practicing 1,000 times daily with a very good products, when do check up, there's no tumor at all, disappeared. So this shows that it's true. When we practice Sunya together with the pre-Sunya exercise, it will contribute to our holistic health. Okay, not only our mental health, also our physical health. So during our 21-day Sunya Therapy Challenge, we did the holistic part of the Sunya, pre-Sunya exercise, and also the stretching. We don't neglect it, and then we perform the meditation as it is. And what happened? Okay, most of us, you can see the chubby of the face becomes, become even, V-shape, and then they lost weight. They got, the body already can see the shape, not like before, become more energetic. It's like abundance of energy inside that they can be used, So they still got that, even though they woke up early in the morning, and then they did the duty around the day, and 8 p.m. again for the evening session, 2 times daily, okay, 2 doses, 2 doses. So what happened? They still can, have the deep sleep, even though for us, it's not 8 hours, but they managed to get it, they managed to get it. This is the beauty of the practice. We the one who made it, okay, not otherwise, meaning that we can control the situation. So this is all about, okay, Sunya, that you need to explore more, and you're welcome to join us, because Dr. Rajesh Savera already said that he will join us tomorrow also. I will share the link tonight to all the groups, and hopefully we can get the abundance of peace and prosperity together, okay? I think there's no question anymore, isn't it? So if there's no questions anymore, so we can see you another time. And remember to do Sunya for 3R. Okay? We do Sunya for 3R. What is that? Reset, recharge, and regrow. Okay, see you then. Thank you.
Let it go.